Welcome to another live stream watch long reaction. Tonight we're reacting to Honduras versus Costa Rica 2026 CONCACAF World Cup qualifying round 3 Group C. Honduras versus Costa Rica. Haiti is winning their match once it returns. Of course, it's been interrupted due to a power outage at the away or at the stadium they're playing at, Managua. So we'll see what the result is there. But we have Honduras versus Costa Rica. Honduras contra Costa Rica, la Copa Mundial Eliminatorias de la CONCACAF, Ronda 3, Partido 2, Grupo C. Honduras and Costa Rica, the two heavyweights fighting against each other right now when it comes to this group. Keeping an eye on the Brewers-Cubs game as well. We don't want to miss any clinches. No guest spot. That did not pan out, understandably, but either way. It's all good. We're here for this game, and we begin. And I will show my pick sheet as well when it comes down to it for I'd be pissed if they didn't. With that being said, starting 11s are as follows. We have Edric Menjivar for Honduras. The back three of Getzel Montes, Andy Nahar. We have Raul Santos. The midfield four, Kervin Arriaga, Joseph Rosales, Davy Flores, and Jorge Alvarez. And the front three of Luis Palma, Romel Kyoto, and Jorge Benguche for Honduras. For Costa Rica, we have Keylor Navas. The back four of Aaron Murillo, Jalen Mitchell. We have Juan Pablo Vargas and Alexi Gamboa. For the midfield three, we have Orlando Gallo, Francisco Calvo, Kendall Waston. And the front three of Josemar Alcacer. We have Alonso Martinez and Manfred Ugaldi for Costa Rica. So, there you go there. Those are your starting 11s, and we will move on to this match. We'll be live tomorrow for Canada versus Australia, the friendly. And then Saturday, we're off. I might do Mexico versus Argentina on Saturday, U20 World Cup. I might. It's not, I'm not so sure. But on Sunday, we will have 2 streams and 2 reviews. The timing of the USA-Morocco game, I will be able to go live for it unless it changes. 3 p.m. live for the USA-Morocco U20 game because it went so well doing USA-Morocco during the Olympics. It might as well do just as well for the U20 World Cup. I would hope so. In theory, it should do just as well, in theory. But either way. And then, of course, we have the Toronto Blue Jays playing the winner of the Seattle Mariners Detroit Tigers series. That winner will be decided tomorrow, which we'll keep an eye on that game as well while we're watching the Canada-Australia game. So it's a slight double review or a double live. But other than that, we move. So, Blue Jays on Sunday, but first will be USA U20 versus Morocco U20. Live and review, and then we go into the Blue Jays game within like the hour after the review's over. So 2 lives, 2 reviews on Sunday. Saturday, I might do the Mexico versus Argentina game. I might. It is the later one, though. I might. I ain't got anything else to do on Saturday. Now, if it was the NLCS Game 7 to decide who's going to the World Series to play the Jays, I might. But it's either way. Or something like that. Either way, I might. We'll find out tomorrow. With that being said, oh yes, before we go, Week 6 pick sheet. We got Philadelphia beating the Giants. I don't know how that's going. Denver over the Jets. We got the Rams over the Ravens. The Cowboys over the Panthers. The Colts over the Cardinals. Jaguars over the Seahawks. Chargers over the Dolphins. I almost said the Marlins. How did I not do the Mariner thing? Either way. Steelers over the Cleveland Browns. Buccaneers over the Niners. We have the Raiders over the Titans, the Bengals over the Packers, because you know what? I have a feeling Joe Flacco is going to beat the Packers again. Just a hunch. It'd be funny. I know I'm probably getting that one wrong, but man, what if I got it right? Patriots over the Saints and Lions over the Chiefs. We got the Bills over the Falcons and the Commanders over the Bears. That's my weekly picks. It is a Thursday night. Let's not forget. Okay, that's awesome. That's awesome. That's awesome. Just got to kill off the rest of the power play. Jets only down 1-2 going into the third. The Habs beat the Red Wings. Bolduc is an amazing player. I could have told you that. He's a good player. I'm not surprised. Bolduc is amazing. The Blues, I mean, I don't think the Blues should have got rid of him. I think Mayu is a solid player, but he ain't Bolduc. I think the Blues might have made a mistake there. But I think so. But either way, I really do. You got a good one. And thank you, Mile High. I had to wear it. I just got the division champion shirt today. Perfect timing, right? Perfect timing. I just got it today. Of course, I bought it a couple of days ago, like on Monday. But normal shipping, it just came in. And, okay, so they're not going to put the other game back on if it comes back. Okay, good. So, yeah, I had to. And it's blue and white mostly. So, maybe it's better than the SpongeBob jersey for once. I don't think people will mind. Either way. We smoking that Philly special tonight. Y'all still don't want to face the Blue Jays. You've already seen what happened once. Very similar. The Dodgers are a very similar team to the Yankees at this point. Except the Dodgers actually won the World Series, and they're a little bit better defensively. But their bullpen is just as bad. I think we could hit their starters. I don't think their starters are going to strike us out, even though I have a little bit more respect for Ohtani and Yamamoto and Snell. It's going to be tougher, but I like our chances. If it is the Dodgers, I like our chances, especially with home field. You do have a slightly better rotation, but I don't think they're going to be able to strike us out like that. I don't think it's going to be that much better. I don't think they're going to go out as quickly as the Yankees unless the Jays just jump on them. But if it is, but first we got to get over Seattle or Detroit. I prefer Detroit, but as I know that's going to be an ass kicking. At least I would figure. But Seattle be a little bit tough, but maybe Seattle would show us where we really stand. But either way, congratulations to the Dodgers. Amazing win. Horribly idiotic stuff by the Phillies, though. That was idiotic. He had to throw home, but dear God, can you throw better? Anthem's being played. All things considered, Tays looks solid tonight. Good. Score prediction, Honduras. What'd I say? Hold on. What'd I say? I had... there we go. I had Honduras 1-0 Costa Rica. Costa Rica's been very good defensively. That's the thing, though. It's at Honduras, though. So, just a little bit of a... It did. It did. But it's nice to wear it tonight. So we'll do it. We'll wear it tonight by that. I like it. I like it. So you're saying that you do, or you are wary about the Blue Jays. If it is the Dodgers, you are saying you do respect the Blue Jays. I mean, you're a Yankees fan too. You better. Most Dodgers fans probably haven't watched the Blue Jays, except for those 3 games they played in, August? I thought we looked solid. It was tough, but we looked solid. Yeah, that Fluharty out, the Fluharty at bat when he struck out Shohei. That was awesome. But I'll take it. I like our chances against the Dodgers. Starting 11, Menjivar, Montez, Nahar, Santos, Alvarez, Flores, Arriaga, Rosales, Palma, Benguche, Kyoto. I like our chances. I didn't say it's going to be easy. I'm not saying it's going to be easy. It's going to be even, but I like our chances if it is the Dodgers. And I like our chances if it's the Brewers. I like our chances. I do. Against anybody, I like our chances. Didn't say it would be easy. Now, if it was Chicago, it would be. I kind of want Chicago to do the same thing the Tigers are going to do, could do to the Mariners. Now, no, Chicago ain't beating the Dodgers. Who am I kidding? They're not. They're not. The Brewers might be the ones who can beat the Dodgers, but you know what? I like our chances against everybody else. I do. At the very least. I know we'll beat the Tigers. We'll beat the shit out of them. I want the Tigers. I mean, you would be like, well, wouldn't you want the Mariners? I mean, I'm not saying I don't, but Navas, Calvo, Mitchell, Gamboa, Juan Pablo Vargas, Waston, Murillo, Alcacer, Gallo, Ugaldi, and Martinez. Frankly, Game 3 was torture enough, frankly. I would gladly take a very easy ALCS to get to the World Series and then play the Dodgers or Brewers and then worry. And then it'd have it be close. O'Hare is the VAR referee. Then it's close. Then I get very, 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 very nervous. I really don't. Game 3 was just, no. I'm not saying I'll crash out like I did for Game 3, but the Mariners would be too tight of a series. But if the Tigers can get to them, I think we can. But revenge for 2022 or an easy ALCS. There's like two freaking angels on my freaking shoulders. Be like, well, do you want revenge for the wild card? And we're off. Costa Rica kicks off and we begin. We are back. They do. I think Honduras will get it, though. Rapids not making playoffs. Where are we? Eagles are losing to the Giants. I don't know what the hell's going on. The NFL is absolutely chaotic this year. Slavkovsky scored early this season. It looks different this year. He won't be second half Slav. It's going to be all year Slav, as long as he's good. And I think the Cubs might have just, is that a homer? Nope, fly out. Didn't Ian Happ hit a 3-run? Yeah, he did. Timbers are, I say 1-0. I respect the Jays and Mariners. I don't respect the Brewers because they haven't earned it yet. Good team, not built for the postseason. Fair enough. If they lose to the Cubs, that's fraudulent. That's classic Brewers. That's classic Brewers. Classic. Didn't the Brewers, make the NLCS once against the Dodgers, though? 7 years ago or something? Something like that. 2018? I was rooting for the Brewers, that NLCS. Yeah, I was. I have, an old Brewers ball and glove hat, Like the throwback hat, the royal blue one they used to have. Like the Bob Uecker, Robin Yount, Paul Molitor era hat. I still collected. I collect hats, but it's definitely been more Blue Jays and such now. But either way, time for Navas to wrap it up. Hey, if he's still good, he's still good. By the way, since you were wondering, on Sunday, as far as I know right now, it seems to me the Morocco-USA game is before the Blue Jays game and far enough apart that I could do both live and review both. So I will be live. If it stays at 3 o'clock kickoff, I will be live for the USA-Morocco U20 World Cup game. It worked out during the Olympics. It worked so well during the Olympics. when it was the U23s of those two teams, especially the reviews. So you know what? Might as well do it again. Playing forward, Costa Rica has the ball. They're wearing white. Honduras with the blue and white stripes, and they're chasing after the ball. And that's going to be a offside free kick for Costa Rica. Chicago definitely not beating us. Yeah. Dodgers moving on. I would say Eastern, it seems like, yes, to a certain extent. West, yeah. Decision day, that's where it fully gets decided, though. Yeah. Yeah. You mean quarterfinal? You mean quarterfinal? They can go to the semifinal if they beat Morocco. I'm still thinking about Mexico versus Argentina U20 on Saturday, though. I'm still thinking about it. I might do it. I might not. I'll have my decision by, well, if I start making streams after the Canada game for like the next 5 days or whatever, well, then you know I chose to do it. If I wait till Saturday, I'm not. Either way. 0-0. There is nothing on Saturday, so I could do it if I want to. Well, NLDS game 5 if the Cubs and Brewers go to a game 5, but, you know, whatever. Either way. Anything that I would cover, there's nothing. Blue Jays don't play till Sunday. Game 5 of the ALCS would have been Friday, which there would have been a double if the Jays didn't win last night. But either way. Goal kick for Honduras, 0-0, settle. When's Canada making a U20 World Cup run? They didn't make it, so I don't know. Seems to me that the youth ranks on the men's side suck. It just doesn't, it ain't going well. Well, the U20s didn't. I think the U17s, they made it to the World Cup. Yeah, the U17s made it to the U17 World Cup, which is later this year, and Gilberto Moro's not going for Mexico, by the way. He's going to be at the November window for the Mexican team, which he should be. What the hell are we doing if he's not? Either way. Maybe Canada will have a run at the U17s. Over the top. Didn't they make the last one and lose in the group stage, though? I think so. Yeah. Yeah, I think the last U17 World Cup, the Canadian national team made it, got knocked out of the group stage, and then those same players could not make the U20 World Cup. That's true. Well, there you go. That's not good signs at all. Algeria's going back to the World Cup. They beat Somalia 3-0. Yeah, Mark Carney ain't so elbows up as he pretended to be. That's all I'm saying. If Mark Carney, I mean, of course, he was probably trying to calm the tension, but he did seem a little bit giggly. Not pissed, but laughing. There's like a laughing where you're pissed, but you're laughing, but you could tell you're pissed. There's like just laughing along with, you know, just another politician. They all suck. I agree. They all suck, I agree. This Costa Rica team is garbage, but they defend really well. That's why I say 1-0. Frankly, all politicians are garbage, especially if they're controlled op. I really don't care, Nestor. I really don't care. I don't think you want an answer. Stephanie will care, but I care less, really. Well, good point. They've had their moments, though. It is okay. How about I put it like this? They can defend well. It's spotty. I think they thought they were. I think they fell asleep, though. Let's remember the context of the fact they were up, 3 goals? And they blew it? They were up 3 goals and blew it. You know, they were up 3 goals and blew it, and then got back to a 4-4. So falling asleep does that. And then once you get to a position where all you need is 1, it's easier to get to when you've woken them up after they fell asleep, so to speak. I don't know. But again, spotty. Okay, fair enough. Spotty. At best. But when they're on, they're on. So far, they haven't let anything in yet. 10 minutes in, Rosales with a corner. So, the longer they don't let anything in, the better. Spotty at best. Nice. For the Avs game, if I can't go to the party. Honestly, the Avs game sounds better to me, but, that's just me. Yeah, I just said that. It happens before the Jays game. If it stays the 3 o'clock game, Fatma might be wrong. I'll check. But if it stays the 3 o'clock game, the Blue Jays don't play till 7. The game should at least be over by 6. I should be able to put up a review before I even start the Jays game, even if it's an extra time game. So we could do both a live review for the USA-Morocco game, then go live for the Blue Jays ALCS game 1. If it was a later game, I wouldn't do it because I know it's a passion thing. It's a passion thing. It's a stupid decision. I know. But the Blue Jays, this could be history. It's a passion thing. But since it's earlier, I could do both. I could do what I should be doing and doing the passion part of things. So it works. It works. 11 minutes in. It works. Halloween extravaganza. Bet. Playing forward. I don't even have a costume. Jesus Christ. I mean, if you have fine shawties with you, that's your prerogative. But I'm happy. But I'm doing fine. If you bring +1s for yourself, that's your prerogative. But it's your prerogative. But I'm happy. I'm very happy. So either way, if everybody has a +1, cool. If I has a +1, cool. Cool. 13 minutes in. 0-0, 0-0. Either way, playing forward. Three 0. Playing forward. One-man wall. That's a bad idea. Well, I mean, it's from the corner. There's no... I mean, you really got to protect for the cross. Like, one-man wall, you can't really... Like, you got to protect the cross. It's not like it's, like, directly at the net. And blocked off the wall. Or the power cut happened, yeah, for the Haiti game. It looked bad. It looked like there was rain. Like, I don't know if that was the camera or anything, but, you know, I'm not sure. I'm not sure. From the pictures I saw, it looked rainy, so... Throw in. Brewers are doing okay pitching-wise. The drops are on the very heavy on the camera. Okay. I mean, it makes sense that there's a power cut. It's not like somebody... Could have been a bad storm that cut the power. I mean, I haven't checked, but I don't think there's a tropical disturbance. No, it was regular shipping. It was regular shipping. So I'm surprised it came in this quick. It's supposed to be tomorrow. Can I play you in chess? I really don't know chess. I'm not good at chess. I've barely ever played it. I don't really even know how to play. Would I like to learn? Maybe, but would I like to learn? Maybe, but We could beat them in checkers. Well, that's not smart. Well, I guess there is a little bit of smartness to checkers, but it's not like chess. Now, backgammon. Oh, wait. Yeah, no, I don't. I would have to buy a new set. But backgammon, though. I'd buy a new set, but there you go. I don't remember what. Was it some sort of Mario game thing that either way? Go watch the France game tomorrow? What France game? I'm watching the Canada game tomorrow. What France game? It's on Roku channel? It's got to be a U20 World Cup game. It's got to be. France? A World Cup qualifier on the Roku channel? France? Like, dude, if it was like Italy, yeah, sure, I get it, but France? Relegated to Roku? Azerbaijan versus France. Oh, okay, now I get it. I was like, either Haiti up 2-0. Okay, they're back. Well, there we go. I was like, they must be playing somebody shitty. If they're on Roku, they must be playing somebody shitty. Because I don't think anything that was half decent wouldn't be on like regular TV for France. Former World Cup champions, they did not win the Euros, no. Haiti going to the World Cup. They finished top of the group. Playoffs, I don't think they'll get through the playoffs, but be interesting to see. 0-0. Boring game so far. Honduras, somebody needs to win, and it seems to me neither team wants to win. They just want to draw. It just seems to me they want to draw. Why did I choose this game? What was the only one? No. Yay, fun. Fubo channel got the slaughter of San Marino earlier. Well, that makes sense. Austria. Oh. I think I just saw it. Austria, maybe? 10-0, that sounds about right. We'll go with it. 21. Makes sense. I mean, Austria, nobody really... That's understandable. San Marino sucks. And Austria, I mean, who watches Austria? Unless you're Austrian. I don't know the diaspora demographic of Austrians in the USA. Second of all, I'd say there are probably more people worse than us that would watch that game. Because then actual Austrian Americans who are from Austria. At least it's for free. At least the Fubo channel on Roku, so it's free. That's the insult. That's the insult. You're getting put on the free channel with ads on Roku. That's the insult. But the CONCACAF World Cup qualifier games are on Golazo. Yeah, but See, the difference here is Pluto owns, or Viacom, Paramount owns Pluto, owns Galazzo. Galazzo's a football channel, specifically a football channel that has the rights to CONCACAF. It makes sense. Okay, maybe I'm not. You know what? Maybe either. Maybe both is a bad thing. I don't know. But CBS Sports Network is not getting any of these games, or even CBS proper. If the USA was playing World Cup qualifiers, well, hell. If they were on the road, it may be on CBS. Maybe. Shit, I actually... Oh, yeah, BN Sport does the ads, but fair enough. I'm saying it's an ad-supported system. Either way, it's what's for free. But, well, at least it's not. Can you see Mexico, USA, U20 World Cup final? Weirdly enough, yes. How are the Eagles losing? The NFL's weird this year. That's all I could say, really. I have no clue. Like, I started. Like, nothing's going right when it comes to the NFL. Nothing. The only team that might actually, in my opinion, be doing well that I expected, well, okay, fair enough, but there are other teams, but Buffalo lost to the Patriots. They've not looked, they might be 4-1, but they certainly don't look 4-1. Eagles have gone through a similar thing. The Chargers are starting to choke. The Jaguars are like the one team where I'm like, you know what? The Jaguars and let's see here. Tampa's actually kind of shocked me. Tampa actually looks like a really good team. Pittsburgh has shocked me. Pittsburgh is starting to wake up. They're doing better defensively. Aaron Rodgers is doing way better than I expected him to do. Dallas sucks, but I kind of expected that. Denver's had their moments. Philly looks fraudulent now. Rams look good, but I was kind of wondering. Vegas, Saints suck. We knew that. Patriots are better than I thought. Detroit's doing well. Okay. I expected Detroit to do well. They're doing well, except for week 1. Jacksonville and Detroit, that's it. Like, Jacksonville and Detroit are the two teams I expected to do well that are doing well. That's it. Jacksonville's amazing this year. Like, they're actually good. Like, I'm not surprised. Like, Trevor finally had to be good. He had to be. Trevor finally had to be good for once. Like, this was the year. If he wasn't, he ain't that guy. If Liam Cohen couldn't make Trevor the guy that they thought he would be, he ain't the guy. He has, though. So Jacksonville, I expected them to do really well. They are. And Detroit's doing awesome. Buffalo, you lost to the Patriots. And some of your other games, like the Saints game, look fraudulent. Chargers are choking. I did not expect Indianapolis to be good. I cannot believe Daniel Jones is a Pro Bowler or will be a Pro Bowler. I'm surprised Baltimore sucks. Cincinnati, I'm not so surprised now that Joe Burrow is injured. I'm not surprised. Green Bay's not the team that people painted them to be. Washington looks good, but they're not perfect, but they look good. Some of them are positive. I was surprised. Some of them are not. Pittsburgh, I'm positively surprised. New England, I'm positively surprised. Dallas, no, I knew they'd be shit. Let's be real. I knew they'd be shit. I hate it for Dak, but, you know. Philadelphia, they look a bit fraudulent. Philadelphia looks a bit fraudulent. I won't front. I will not front. They look a bit fraudulent. Giants look better with Dart, though. I wouldn't be surprised. Jackson Dart like single-handedly dragged the Giants to a wild card spot, I wouldn't be. Chiefs look like ass. I love it, but I'm kind of surprised. Like, people were like, well, the start of their schedule looks really tough. I'm like, yeah, it's the Chiefs. Worse, they're 500 through it. Nope. They suck. 0-2 start. That was hilarious. And they're now under 500 again. Thank you, Trevor Lawrence. I love it. Thank you, Trevor Lawrence. Thank you, Trevor. Houston, they suck. Minnesota, I really don't know what to say, really. So, there you go. Yeah. Playing for it. You know what? I will say this, though, about the Jaguars. They need to just wear the throwbacks the whole time. Get rid of the current jerseys. Like, just go back to the throwbacks. Full time. Like, do it like the Rams did. Do it like the Rams did that one year where they wore the blue Eric Dickerson era throwback, before they got to their new stadium. Like, just do that. Like, be like, hey, NFL, can we wear the throwback jersey at home and during the playoffs and just wear the white on the road or something? And then next year just go fully to the throwback, back to the throwbacks. That's what the Jaguars should do. I mean, those throwbacks, they should do what Tampa did. So you're basically saying like an F1 channel for football. I could get behind that. 0-0. Yeah, this game's boring, if you couldn't tell. Cubs are still up 3-0. I love it. I love it. So, but for me, I want the Jaguars to do what Tampa Bay did. Go. When I say Tampa Bay, I mean when they went back to their Rondé Barber era jerseys when Tom Brady, came over. Pretty much went back to them. Maybe not tweak it as much, but I could see the Jags keeping their current logo even if they went back to the throwbacks. So that might be the tweak, but it's still the Prowling Jaguar, so there really ain't. No freaking crest thing. Don't do that shit. If they want to keep the helmet logo, the current Jaguar, that's fine. But the sleeves of the Prowling Jaguar anyway, so I mean it wouldn't be that much of a tweak, but that's my opinion though. Like, I would rather the Jaguars wear their throwbacks than what they like. Their current jerseys are so boring. Like, their Saxonville jerseys were so ugly, they went to something so boring. They need the throwbacks. Like, the throwbacks, I do have an affinity to the Maurice Jones-Drew era jerseys. I do. I think they're cool. I think those era jerseys are cool. But I just like, the only reason they haven't really succeeded in the current jerseys until now. And now they're kind of like half wearing the throwbacks. So, I mean, the Saxonville jerseys have that AFC title game, but they're so much more detailed. Even if they're ugly, they're so much more detailed. Like, sometimes it's like, this is so boring, I'd rather see the ugly jerseys. Like, I think that's what you're saying. Now you're just asking for Swerve TV. 32 minutes in, 0-0, settle. Now you're just asking for Swerve TV, but football. Dude, am I the only one who even knows what that reference means? I feel like I'm the only one who remembers Swerve TV. I'd be surprised if anybody else remembers Swerve TV. Does anybody else remember? It was a Music Choice channel that had the music videos back in like the early 2010s up to like 2013, and then they changed the name to Music Choice Play. But it was the same. It still worked the same way even when they changed the name. But it was viewer-controlled shows that controlled the playlist of the music videos that get played on the channel. So people would either text Music Choice to request a music video or call them. It was interactive. It didn't last past like 2015, even as a rebrand, which like they branded it as something that was counterculture and hip with the Swerve TV thing. Then they called it Music Choice Play or whatever. Rebranded it around 2013. I remember watching that all the time in middle school and early high school. Because he was saying people could, hold on. What if fans on Sunday could text a number and request a game? He's saying request. Like text a number and request a game to watch. Like if this amount of people wanted to watch this game, they would show this game on his channel idea of like the world's game. So I'm saying you want it to be Swerve TV. You want people to control at least a partial bit of your schedule. Like it was the interactivity part of it that I was referencing. Which, I mean, that's a cool idea. I think it would hit better now than it would be back in the early 2010s, which is weird. But, you know. See, but back to the point of explaining what the channel was. Like, I loved Swerve TV because I'm the guy who was pissed at MTV for getting rid of the music videos. Like, if you're a music channel, you should be showing music videos. Right? There was some really good music like 2012, 2013, 14, 15, all that. Like, mostly my middle school years, there was some really good music that was always on that channel. Pop music, a little bit of rock, but like if you're like you really resonate well with like the early 2010s pop and hip hop and R&B and rock and metal, it's because well, that music was actually good. Second of all, I actually put myself in a place to listen to it. But where's the art? Like where's the? I don't know. No, I don't think I did. No. Now, Guy Code, I watched Ridiculousness. I wish that channel never became basically Ridiculousness TV, but it did. A Wild and Out, I love Wild and Out. Guy Code, Girl Code, Guy Court, those shows, I like those when they were on. The Hills wasn't bad. And my mom loved that, don't blame me. When The Hills was on, she watched The Hills a lot, so that's there's nostalgia for that. That's her fault, not mine. That's her fault, not mine. But yeah. At least you agree. 37th minute, 0-0. Okay, so there were shows on MTV that weren't music that I liked. To an extent. Yeah, Fantasy Factory was good. Yeah. Rob Dyrdek's Fantasy Factory was good. Yeah. That was good. I mean, sometimes. I used to watch it a lot. Like, I mean, maybe I'll run across it and watch it for a little bit or have it on for background noise. It's better than some other things. I would say rarely, but there's time. I wouldn't say like religiously, but I don't know how recently I've watched a new episode, but maybe it's background noise, older episodes when they show them. I agree. That's why I watch the show. Dude, like, I grew up such a big fan of Tim De La Ghetto. Like, dude, when I heard he was on there, that's why I watched the show. I was like, oh, they put Timothy De La Ghetto on Wild and Out. Shit. Like, I watched the old version when it was like Team Red versus Team Black back in like the early 2000s. So I liked the idea they brought it back, but I didn't really get into it that much till they brought Tim on there. I'm like, they put him on there. Well, damn, that's awesome. Awesome. I mean, Justina's awesome, but it was, yeah, that was cool. That was cool. I mean, I'd hope they bring him back, but he's got other things going, but I still want to see him succeed. So 2 on, 1 out for the Cubs. But man, that's why I watched the new version of the show longer than I should have. Same. Like, I remember when he had Trey Feek songs and he was doing just random vlogs with Ricky. Dude, I remember watching his videos when he was with his ex. Dude. Like, I remember his videos, like, when he was with, before, like, dude. Man, you're speaking my language, man. Ego, Eric, Ricky, dude, you're speaking my language. Dude, you're speaking my language, man. Yes. I feel seen, Jesus. Thank you. Man, I feel seen, jeez. Okay. I would say the early 2010s YouTube for me. Like, is it a good idea to microwave this? Jory Karen, John Paula, the Ideo Productions, Jogwheel Productions guys, Riley McElwain. Let's see. Tim De La Ghetto. Jenna Marbles. Let's see. Angry Video Game Nerd. Key of Awesome. Let's see. The Station. Shay Carl. Smosh. Can't forget them. Watsky. Hi, I'm Ron. Irate Gamer. Chris Bors. I watched both of them. Let's see. Trying to think. Who else? Kasim G. Yeah. Philip DeFranco. Yeah. Young Turks. Fred. Yeah, Fred. Will it blend? Yes. 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 I loved Will It Blend. I love the microwave show more, but I love Will It Blend as well. Also, what else was there? Trying to think. What else was there? Oh, yeah. Let's see. Who else? I loved watching It's Me, Morpheus for Apple unboxings. Rest in peace to Carlos. Man, that one still hurts. I won't even lie. That one still hurts. I won't even lie. Soldier Knows Best. Past the Post. Yeah, very boring game, as you can tell. Soldier Knows Best. A lot of Apple. Yeah, Justine. Yep. Chris Perillo. There's a lot of tech YouTubers as well that I used to watch. Who else? I preferred the Apple partisans. I preferred the Apple partisans. For sure. But Epic Meal Time. Thank you. Epic Meal Time. Almost forgot. Harley and Epic Meal Time. Yes. 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 Epic Meal Time. Awesome. Damn. I bet that was awesome. I bet that was awesome. Rhett and Link. Man, I love Rhett and Link. Man, they were awesome. 5-Minute Crafts. Fousey. Yeah. Can you focus on the game? It's boring. There's nothing that's happening. So if we're talking about other stuff, you should know it's boring. You know how this works. You've been here long enough. If I go on tangents, there's nothing happening. You know how this works. 0-0. Come on. You've been here long enough. 0-0. 0-0. Boring. Is it good enough for review at this point? I don't know. It might not. I won't even front. 3 minutes of stoppage time. Yeah, no, we might just keep it to alive at this point. I need a better second half. I do. Nobody wants to win. Both teams were supposed to win. Somebody needed a win, and they neither want to win. Neither of them wants to win. So, I don't know enough about Vitaly to really give you any thoughts on him. So, Honduras just tried to score, but they missed it big time. Yeah, they did. Yellow card. Oh, that was a dirty foul. Oh, no. The Brewers. Oh, wait. Yeah, the Cubs have the lead. Yeah, the Brewers loaded the bases with one out. Yeah, I think we'll have 2 Game 5s. 1 per league. Thank God. Hey! XTFC player playing. Are you happy? I mean, yeah, I'm happy to see Davey Flores playing, but here's the thing. We just got rid of him. I wouldn't have done it, but that's not my well, I haven't called the Pirate yet, so what's done is done. What's done is done. I mean, Cifuentes is good, but Cifuentes is a good replacement for Davey, but he still ain't Davey. We'll go with that. But if you're going to replace him with somebody, yeah, Jose Cifuentes is a good pick. I'll agree with that. Playing in, cleared away by Costa Rica. I will agree that that's a good replacement. Mile ain't doing well. Dude tried to act like he was a rock star. I don't know. Honduras playing forward. Milei's a shill too. Playing forward. I must be really behind. Pluto must be really behind. You know, at this point, I'm just going to say it. Everybody feels like a shill. Like, everybody feels like a shill. Like, at this point, just can you trolling halftime 0-0. Like, I'm going to put it like this. Henry, I think left turn's Henry. Henry, I'm going to put it like this. At this point, I feel like everybody's either a controlled opposition or a shill. That's where I am right now. Halftime 0-0, 0-0, middle tiempo. I ain't happy at all right now. Like, I'm just, dude, I'm very disappointed in a lot of things. Like Pierre Polyev, he's just a horrible candidate in general. I don't know if I want to call Pierre a shill, but either way. Mark Carney. He might have the most, weirdly enough, either way. Yeah, I'm not happy. Yeah, Milei got a bailout from Trump. He's trying to save his party in the parliament of Argentina. And now he's trying to act like a freaking rock star. Milei's making libertarians look bad. Milei's making ANCAPs look bad. He really is. He really is. Dude, I'm not gonna front. I'm starting to agree with people. Like, okay, I'm not. I've always said it's elites versus the normal people. I've always said it's up versus down, not left versus right. I've always said all these bullshit, all these things are wedge issues trying to get people to divide from each other. If we all united, like if there is a revolution, in my opinion, everybody needs to be united against the state, not against each other. United we stand, divided we fall. So what if you want to call it the Purple Revolution or whatever that is? I honestly, I've been saying it for I don't know how long. Like, it seems like nobody on either side is for freedom, for true liberty. And that's the part that hurts in any country. Anybody on either side, whoever the big dog is not for liberty. They're not for freedom. They're not for the common man. No, they're for their own pockets. They're for their own surveillance state. They're for all of that. They're all for the freaking bullshit. They're all for the destroy everybody bullshit. Like, I don't, frankly, like, I know the answer. I've known the answer. People are starting to figure out the answer, but I think I'm glad people are figuring out the answer, the true answer to all of this. But I think we're cooked. I legitimately think, even if we all know the answer, that we're better together than apart. We're better together than apart. And in general, all across the world, we're better together than apart. We need each other. But even if we know that, we're still going to fight about other bullshit they throw at us, like other bullshit they throw at us. Whether what's a distraction, whether it's Charlie Kirk, like, dude, he got offed, and it wasn't some dumb jackass. It wasn't some jackass on a freaking roof who carved into freaking cases. No, that you can't. A 30-06 should have blown his neck clean off. That was a sniper. You cannot change my mind. That was a psyop. It's a psyop. You cannot change my mind. They offed him. And I don't know if they did it to distract from the files or they just did it because, well, I guess it connects all. Either way, it ain't no dude carving out 30-06. No. But nobody cares about what happened. They'll just go after Jimmy Kimmel for making a joke. When Jimmy Kimmel has done worse shit on the Man Show, like, no, Jimmy Kimmel, dude. No, he shouldn't have made the joke, but he shouldn't have been pulled for it. He can make the joke that he wants to make. You're telling me South Park should get pulled? So you're telling me the next time South Park makes J.D. Vance look like Tattoo, they should get pulled? Paramount would never do it. But I think Matt and Trey want to get pulled. I'm not even going front. I think they want to get pulled. But no, we're more worried about what Jimmy Kimmel had to say. Nobody wants to go anywhere. It's like, no, they're playing again. But no, Jimmy Kimmel's the problem. Oh, Lord. I don't like Jimmy Kimmel. I think I'm gonna be real. I don't think Jimmy Kimmel's funny. No. Which is funny because last time the Blue Jays were in the ALCS, I was watching a show a lot because I had it on ABC. But that was 10 years ago. Jimmy Kimmel's not funny. But he has his right to say as a comic, say what he wants to say. and not be pulled by the government. So you're telling me what? South Park's in trouble? They wouldn't dare. Yeah, here's the problem, though. They wouldn't dare. They wouldn't dare. See, maybe now that Skydance and Paramount are merged, maybe they can't, but they wouldn't dare because South Park has been going harder than Jimmy Kimmel ever did, and they ain't pulled South Park. So if you're going to pull something, make it make sense. Go after everything. If you're so worried about what people are saying, how about you go after everything? How about you go after everything that's going against you? Not just one dude who hasn't been funny since 2020 or no, 2018 or however long. Maybe, who knows? Maybe he hadn't been funny since the Man Show ended. I don't know. Maybe you should be even about it. Maybe, I don't know. Just a hunch. It's just a hunch. It's just a hunch. Honestly, I wouldn't disagree at all. Or is it like, South Park's actually still funny? No. Or do they know they couldn't get away with it? Do they know that, South Park's actually still funny? Matt and Trey still have their fastball. We can't do that. Even though we have our hands all up in Paramount's puppet ass. Well, I mean, Jon Stewart's funny. Larry Wilmore's funny. Did you not watch that? Oh, yeah, they pulled him after like a year and a half. I thought Larry Wilmore was funny. David Letterman was funny. Jay Leno's funny. Conan's still funny. Yeah, but ever since Jay Leno and David Letterman screwed off and Colbert actually became himself instead of playing a character. Yeah, you have a point. Jon Stewart's still funny, though. I feel like he's controlling FIFA. I won't even lie. I'm not surprised at all, really. It seems to me like, dude, Trump was standing on stage at the Club World Cup Finals. They gave out the trophy, and he would never go away. Infantino could not get him to go away, and he stole the trophy. Dude, Trump's got his hands so far up Infantino's ass, you're seeing his fingers come out of his mouth. Like, it's sad. Like, no joke. Like, even Qatar never had Infantino this much. Like, seriously, even Qatar didn't have Infantino this bent over. It's 0-0 at the half. I'll take a short break and I'll be back. And honestly, I don't even know if I'll do a review tonight because there's really none to talk about. Either way, that's the half. No, they're not back yet. Good. 2 minutes. Holy Lord, that rant took a while. All right, we'll do that for you. Hold on. At least for this game. Hold on. Yes. We're back. 0-0. Costa Rica. There we go. Boom. There we go. There you go. Okay, we're back for the stats of the half. Let's talk about them. Boring first half, so let's just leave it at that. 72% possession to 28. 3 shots to 0. We have 221 accurate passes, 86% to 66, 65%. 7 fouls to 9. 2 corners to 0. 3 shots to 0. 0 shots on goal to 0. We have 258 pass to 101. 86% pass accuracy to 65. 12 throws to 18. 1 offside to 0. 1 yellow card to 2. 0 red cards to 0. And 0-0 at the half. Boring first half. And we're back at the second half already. Here we go. It's 0-0, and they're playing forward. Caught. Navas with a goal kick. 0-0, settle. We're good. 0-0. We're back. I don't even know if there'll be a review tonight. I'm going to be real. I might just be back for the Canada game. I'm going to be real. If this keeps going the way it is, RSR, probably not. But could you read my previous comment? All right. 2 fighter jets arrive in Piarco, Trinidad. Oh, Lord. Not good. Not good. Not good. I'm going to guess U.S. Fire Jets. Costa Rica, no penalty. I don't know. Haiti leads the group with 5 points. Honduras is second with 5 points. 3 points for Costa Rica. Somebody needs to win this game, and Honduras isn't doing it. And Costa Rica ain't doing nothing but just stepping back and trying to get some against the run of play. They don't look good at all. They don't look good at all. Costa Rica on the ball. Yep. Yeah. I don't have a good idea of what it is. Well, okay, I have an idea, but I don't have the... Either way. Yeah. Some's coming. I agree. In general, like, I get what you're talking about, but I agree in general. Some big's coming. Honduras with a shot wide. That would have been a good goal if it went in. Some... So you're saying it's PSYOP. Yep. When they lose, when the elite and the ruling class lose control, A psyop is bound to happen. Really run out of psyops now, I'll tell you that right now. Because there doesn't seem to be much control in this world. Bottom 6. Ooh, Cubs. I thought that was going to be a hit. Good play. Throw in. It's a sad state. Sad state of affairs. I pray for the world. I do. I pray for the world. I feel like we're frogs being boiled in a pot of hot boiling water. Like, I feel like we're a freaking boiling hot pot of water and we're being frogs and just drowned in it. I don't know what. It's sad. I haven't had it. I haven't had it. Like I'm looking forward to that Coca-Cola Holiday Vanilla and the Shirley Temple 7-Up coming back out. But Dr. Pepper Blackberry, I mean, I might get a case. I might try it, or I might go get one off the gas station. I haven't tried it though. But there are things that I want this fall and winter when it comes to drinks and food that I might try the raspberry or the blackberry. I might try it. But I haven't tried it, so I can't really give you any thoughts on it. But Coca-Cola Holiday Vanilla, I'm really looking forward to trying. Like, I will try that. I will buy a case of that. Like, I don't know what the difference is. Man, I'm going to be pissed. If it's the same vanilla, just with a holiday line on it and a holiday can, I'm going to be pissed. Like, the way they're playing it is it's different. Like, the way they're talking about it is it's a different taste. They better not be lying. Shirley Temple. I love 7-Up Shirley Temple. Like last year, I got it. It was amazing. I'll get it again. I'm glad it's coming back. It's amazing. It's an amazing drink. Free kick for Honduras or Costa Rica. Free kick for Costa Rica. Maybe I will buy Dr. Pepper Blackberry if I go to the store. But gas station, I should say. Case, I'm not sure, but if I like it, sure. Haiti going to the World Cup. I mean, the way these two teams are playing, you might be right. Nice. Thank you. Or you're welcome. Both. I still need to try that cereal milk from Dunkin'. All will look good next to Sprite Cranberry. I've never had a Sprite Cranberry before. Haiti getting hella hyped, I guess. Hype on IG. You know what? Good for them. They deserve it. Haiti's had a good growth as a football nation. They really have. So all respect, really. I mean, all respect. They've had a good growth as a football nation. I thought that was and that makes it even more awesome what the football team is doing and some football clubs have been doing over the past 5 years. That makes it just more awesome. That makes it more awesome that they're going through a civil war. Their local league was suspended for a good while. Violette beats Austin. Ral Hope gets the Champions Cup. Arcaí gets the Champions Cup, Champions League at the time. And the Haitian national team, the women got to the Women's World Cup. Yep. The men are doing very well, and they might get to the Men's World Cup. It makes it even better. Like, yeah, the Civil War is horrible, and I'm not saying it isn't. But just the context of what Haiti is doing with their club teams and their national teams on both sides of the men's and women's game and the club teams, it's a wonder. Like, it's a wonder they've done what they've done. Like, I am very, very impressed with what they've done as a footballing country while having this cloud over them. I respect it wholeheartedly. It's an amazing thing. I said it was stopped for a while. I didn't say it was still stopped. There was a time where it was stopped. Well, I mean, what do they say? Bad times create strong men. Strong men create good times. Good times create weak men. Weak men create bad times. What do they say? It's a saying for a reason. You know, it's a saying for a reason. And if you want to say it like good people, bad people create hard times create good people create good times create bad people. If you want to write it like that, go right ahead. But it's a saying for a reason. You wouldn't say it if it wasn't true. You wouldn't say it if it wasn't true. That's the way I see it. '58th minute. I haven't heard of that. Oh, Sprite Vanilla Frost. Oh, yeah. Frost. I was like, they did what now? I was like, they did what now? Frost. I'd try that. 58th minute. The Vanilla Frost drink. I would try that. I was like, they did what now? It's like frosting. They did what now? They did what now? Yeah, they have. At least things that look good. Sprite cherry. Well, not stepping on toes. I wouldn't do that. Arboleda coming on. I'm not going to do that. Like, oh, let's try all these sodas and review them. That's not my lane. I'm not stepping on toes. That's Isaiah's lane. If he wants to do it, he can. That's not my lane. I'm not going to step on toes. That's not my lane. 4-0 Cubs. That's not my lane. I mean, you can still use the RSR title, yeah, but that'd be the funny part. Yeah, I'd be like, but this time, welcome to another RSR, but it's not what you think. Tonight, I'm off, so let's do a soda review. I know, weird. Switch it up, I guess. I don't know. I feel like Jory Karen doing like one of those rip-offs of the Microwave Show when he was like flushing stuff on his own channel. Oof. Pepsi Blue. I mean, it's blue. Come on, Pepsi Blue. Well, shit, always Coca-Cola, though. Well, Coca-Cola never made a blue soda, so I'm sorry. Yeah, they did do that. Yeah, no, Pepsi Blue. Pepsi. How we doing, William? Pepsi Blue. But you could go with a Mountain Dew. Yeah, Pepsi still is made by Mountain Dew still makes Pepsi, so. Voltage? Actually, yeah, nobody knows Pepsi Blue. Nobody's going to get that reference. Yeah, nobody's going to get that reference. Oh, so the Giants beat the Eagles. Shit, I'm 0-1 already this week. Damn it. I'm already 0-1 this week. Fanta Blueberry. What? Fanta Blueberry? Giants 34-17 Eagles. What the hell? Dude. Oh my God. Oh my God. The Eagles are frauds. The Patriots might actually go to the Super Bowl this year. Well, or the Steelers. Yeah, no, I'm cooked. If the Steelers and Patriots play each other in the playoffs, I'm legitimately cooked. I don't know what to do. Like, I am cooked. Dr. Pepper is better than root beer. Like, Dr. Pepper is like 50-50 with root beer and like Cola. It mutes some of the worst tactics of root beer. I don't like root beer, though. Header by Costa Rica off the free kick, headed away, caught. The door's open for the Lions. Like, no, I am cooked. Like, I am legitimately cooked. If the Patriots play the Steelers, I'm cooked. I'll be happy either way, yeah, but who am I going to support the whole way? Like, what shirt am I going to wear? What jersey I'm going to wear? Choices. Choices. Keep the peace or root for the Patriots? Keep the peace or wear the Patriots jersey? Bandwagon the Steelers. Go the way I probably should. Ay. When I'm happy, I say. When I say I'm happy, I mean it. I really do, though. Like, that doesn't sound sincere at all. But when I say I'm happy, I'm happy. Tampa Detroit NFC Championship. I'd say that. I think there'll be a Tampa Detroit NFC title game. If it's the first round, like if it's the wild card round, Patriots Steelers, I probably would go Steelers because at least I want to see them win a playoff game for the first time in freaking, 8 years? That'd be nice. 9 years. Yeah, 9 years. They need a playoff win. They really do, and they deserve one with Aaron Rodgers. But if it's like the AFC title game or the AFC divisional, I'm a little bit more inclined to lean towards the Patriots, but a little bit more inclined to make that my rooting interest. But if it's like the wild card, I think it's got to be the Steelers. They deserve a playoff win. The Patriots have had enough. I know we've been shit since Brady left, but we've had enough. At least we won 3 Super Bowls within the 2 years of the Steelers, the first couple of years of the Steelers not winning a playoff game. So, cool. Cool. I could go a little bit longer. I could go a little bit longer. Well, we're going to find. Well, wait, no. Morocco's African. I was like, oh, hold on. Well, Game 5, Milwaukee playing at home. It depends on the momentum. Momentum's a real thing. You really just tell them to wait for if Detroit beats Seattle, tell them to bet the house on Toronto. Tell them to leave. It's the 7th inning. This game is absolutely and utterly over. Well, I don't know about that, but 4-0 Cubs. Milwaukee ain't winning tonight. Game 5, anything can happen, and the momentum's on the Cubs' side. They will be in Milwaukee, but if you want to lose your money, it's a 50-50 shot, It's a 50-50 shot. See, this is why the Jays are better. The Jays have stars. The Brewers do not. Jackson Churrio's good and all, but he ain't no Vladdy Guerrero Jr. I'd rather be the champions of the AL East than the frickin' NL Central. At least when you win the AL East and then beat the Yankees again, you're a good team. Dude, the Brewers can't even beat the Cubs. Dude, people were gassing up the Brewers, and even me were like, oh, they'll win in 3 or 4 against the Cubs. So you know what? I'm starting to see it again. You know what? The Brewers are still frauds. Tell them to bet on the Cubs. You know what? Screw it. The Brewers are frauds. Tell them to bet on the Cubs. I see it again. Brew Jays, my ass. Bet on the Cubs. Frauds. Go tell them to bet on the Cubs. I could get behind that. So hopefully Patriots, Steelers, AFC wild card game, and then I could just root for the Steelers from there. Perfect. I'd be fine with that. Oh wait, who's gonna beat the shit out of Rodgers then? What, the return of Saxonville? You know what? Yeah, I can see it. No, if Bounty Gate wasn't a thing, Favre probably does win that NFC title game. I have to be real. I mean, who dat? But I gotta be real. The Saints were not. Let me be real. It would have been closer at the very least if they didn't beat the shit out of Favre. If Bounty Gate wasn't a thing, I'm going to be real, it would be closer. Brett Favre did do some really concussion-induced dumb shit to let the Saints win that game. And I say that as a Saints fan. Who dat? And wanting the Saints to win, but I'll admit. Some of the dumb shit he did was concussion-induced. So, I don't know. If you ain't going to give Aaron Rodgers a concussion, I think he might go to the Super Bowl instead. Wait, Steelers going to Super Bowl. Steelers going to Super Bowl. What about the Colts? Their ass. Well, okay, they're good, but they're not going to actually do anything in the playoffs. They're like the Vikings of 4 years ago? the Colts are like the Vikings of like 2022. Like, yeah, they're probably going, I don't know about win the South. I think the Jaguars will take care of them in the end, but the Colts will still be a wild card team. Actually, you know what? That'd be the perfect matchup for the Steelers, actually. Steelers win the division. They play the Colts. 3-6 matchup. I'll take it. 100%. And that's a save by Menjivar, 70th minute. That's an idea. That's an idea. Oh, fair enough. Yeah, but it wasn't really Sean Payton that controlled the bounty gate. It was Greg Williams. Unless you're saying Vance Joseph can pull off a good Greg Williams is what you're saying. I mean, Vance Joseph is a good defensive coordinator, but are you telling me Vance Joseph is Greg Williams? Is that what you're telling me? If we're talking about the Washington Huskies. Bet on Washington over Rutgers. Yep. I agree with that. Okay, fair enough. Oh, the Cubs just hit a 2-run home run. Oh, you know what? The Brewers might be frauds. Got Hufanga at safety, so someone's getting hit hard down the middle. I mean, all they really have is DK Metcalf. All they really have is DK Metcalf. You know what? I'm going to call it. I know there's a game 5, but the Brewers are frauds. They are still frauds. The Brewers are still frauds. Dear God. I'm not saying the Cubs are a bad team, but damn, the Brewers are frauds. That's a foul ball. Foul ball. That's a foul ball. I mean, you probably should bet on Green Bay, but you know what? I have a funny feeling that Joe Flacco is going to have a 2-0 record versus the Green Bay Packers this year. You know what? I'm calling it. Don't listen to me. This is a funny feeling. You probably shouldn't listen to me here. Fade me, please. Fade me. Joe Flacco is going to go 2-0 against the Green Bay Packers this year. You heard it here first. Call me an idiot when it doesn't happen, but if it does, I told you so. I told you so. Well, it's an NFL stadium that the Savannah Bananas love having their exhibitions at college football and gridiron stadiums. So do with that what you will. They also did it at Florida State. They also did one at Florida State. Man, when I say Florida State, I keep thinking of the Uncle Luke "Your Season Is Over" video from like last weekend. Oh my God, that was hilarious. That opening was absolutely, Jesus Christ, that was hilarious. Ottawa beat Tampa. Well, I told you Ottawa would be better than Tampa. I told you Tampa was going to fall off. 0-0, settle. Still a tie game. Can Jets beat the Broncos? No. Broncos are going to beat the hell out of the Jets. The Jets are horrible this year, and the Broncos are starting to figure it out. Broncos dropped like a 25 burger on the Jets. Yeah. Bo Nix. Bo leave. Bo leave. Well, player down hurt 75th minute. Jets will remain winless. Like, dude. You really think the Jets are going to beat the Broncos? Like, I know the NFL's off the rails this year, but now he was safe. On the bag before the ball was in the glove. Chargers or Ravens? Chargers. Ravens are ass. And I think Lamar's still out. They're ass. Like, why can't the Jets win a game? Because they have a horrible franchise. Like, I thought Aaron Glenn was going to do well. I thought Aaron Glenn was going to do well for the Jets. I thought he was going to be a good coach for them. Turns out, no, that franchise, it ain't Aaron Glenn's fault. He's tried to get them to play harder, but that franchise is cancer. And it ain't just like, oh, you know, it ain't just like a cancer like, hey, you know, easy one to beat. No, it's ass cancer. Or pancreatic cancer or something like that. You know you're going to die. Just how painful is it? 76 minute. Playing forward, Honduras. Can somebody find the win? Even if there's a 1-0. I mean, yeah, no RSR tonight. I'll be back for the Canada game. I'll be back for Canada-Australia tomorrow. Well, I mean, yeah, the Giants have won multiple Super Bowls. The Jets only have one, thanks to Joe Namath. The Giants have Eli Manning, Lawrence Taylor, and they also had that one time where the Ravens absolutely mauled them. But, you know, the Jets have never made the Super Bowl since Joe Namath. So, hey, even if you've gotten mauled a couple of times. Kerry Collins, I think, was the starter of that Giants team. Yeah. Honestly, I have to agree. I hate them both. So, but yeah, the Giants is the better New York team. Well, unless you count Buffalo. If you count Buffalo as a New York team, well, no. No. Especially right now. Historically, maybe, but right now, no. True, Buffalo did lose 4 straight Super Bowls. I mean, historically, probably not. But well, good. Didn't you say that anyway? Say his name and he appears. I believe in Joe Hendry. I believe in Joe Hendry. We're good. 78th minute. Oh, shit, that made me forget. Oh, yeah. YouTubers I grew up watching a lot and loved watching. Fitzy, the Patriots YouTuber. Awesome videos. I mean, that's why I call Peyton Manning Satan Manning. I came up with Eli Manning, though. He never said that. But, Tom fucking Brady, Satan Manning. Yeah. Nashville is trash. Nashville, when it comes to hockey, is trash. Like, they're trash. Like, Dallas went to the conference final. Yeah, conference final. It was Dallas versus Edmonton. Yeah, conference final last year. Winnipeg, they were the President's Trophy winners last year. Columbus, they're on their way up. They probably shouldn't be, but they're on their way up, even after losing Johnny Gaudreau. So, yeah, Nashville's ass. Comes to hockey, their ass. It's a crossbar. Post. Playing forward. Cross in. Oh! Yeah, nobody's going to win this game. No. That should go in. Costa Rica just blew it right then and there. Whoever's calling Costa Rica a fraud, you could start calling them a fraud. Well, I mean, yeah, but I'm saying right now. Yeah, I don't think anybody's winning this game. That was the moment Costa Rica had to score. They're not going to get one that clear cut again. There's only 10 minutes. That was the moment. Either Honduras is going to win this 1-0 because Costa Rica missed, or Costa Rica definitely interesting. But I could see Utah making the playoffs. Take Columbus. Yeah. Barry Trotz is not a good GM. Terrible GM, Barry Trotz. Terrible. Central will see 5 teams make it unless Anaheim does something this year. Is the Blues one of them? Dallas, St. Louis, Utah. Okay. Colorado. Colorado's, yeah, okay, yeah. Colorado's Central. Yeah. Colorado's Central. And Dallas, St. Louis, Colorado. I think Chicago. If it's going to be one, it's Chicago. I don't think it's going to be Minnesota. I think they're going to have a letdown year. Or Chicago's going to be better. Chicago kept it close against Florida. I don't like Chicago, but I would buy stock on Chicago. Blues got spanked by the Wild tonight. They'll bounce back. It's only game 1. They only lost by 1 to the Florida Panthers. If Florida's better than people, if Florida's still the NHL champion level team that people think they are, that's a good thing. If they're like third in the Atlantic, that's still pretty good. But I don't know if Chicago will make the playoffs in that case. If they're still a President's Trophy level team, even with all the people they've lost, you know what? Chicago might make the playoffs. Save. I think the Blues will figure things out, though. Flyers gave Florida a run for their money tonight, too. Okay, Florida might just be lucky. Baseball gods hate the Jays. Daniel, really? Dude, we beat the Yankees. If the baseball gods hated us, they would have had us lose that bullpen game and lose game 5. Or that could have just been Toronto sports. I could have blamed either way. But, you know. Are you betting on Polymarket? I say 15 days or more. Like, I think there's going to be, frankly, if I'm being real, I think the government shutdown is going to be closer to a month. If the Democrats actually don't fold, this thing might go on for longer than a month or close to a month to longer. If they fold, I still feel like 15 days is about, if they fold, still probably over 15 days. But if they don't, Shit could go on for a month and a half. I don't think either side, if either side don't budge, which it seems to me they won't, over. If it's like over, under, yes, no, cents, whatever. If it's play market, over. Yes, it was, Daniel. No, on Robinhood. I wanted to buy stock. Yeah. Av Stars, Mammoth Blues, Jets or Ducks. Well, okay, at least you still think the Blues will make the playoffs. Honduras. USMNT plays at 6:32. We're doing Canada, Australia. Ball. Now you might be right about that one, Daniel. Playing forward 86 minutes. Let me check and see where the Canada game is. Will it be FS2? It won't be FS1. I know that for sure. 2-2, the Knights. Sharks game. 2-1 Avalanche over the Mammoth. Yeah, that sounds about right. Doesn't surprise me. '86 minute. '87th minute. Extreme E Championship. Didn't they get rid of that? Really? NHRA Pro Mod over the Canada game on FS2. Trash. Playing forward 87th minute. What are we doing? Okay, understandable. FS1. Oh, actually, maybe it will be on FS1. Horse racing. Okay, it's a third-party stream then. Jackasses. Yay. 88th minute. Really? Dude, the baseball game is on Fox, and there's 3 full Fox Sports channels. There's not even U20 World Cup on FS1, and you're going to put horse racing on there instead of Canada. Okay. Sure. I don't think Boston, wide, 88th minute. I don't think Boston's going to be that bad. They're not going to make the playoffs, but they're not going to be that bad. You know what? Even though I don't think Detroit's going to be the worst team, if Yzerman doesn't get fired, I think the NHL is going to rig the draft lottery to give Detroit one more shot with Yzerman before they truly shoot him into the sun. They will not make the playoffs, Detroit. I think Detroit will win the draft lottery, though. Let's be real. They rigged the damn thing. But they showed it on TV last year. Tell me the Islanders. Either way. I see the Pens getting him. I don't think, okay, the Pens won't make the playoffs. Even though I should hope they make it. And I do, but they're not. If we're being real, I don't think Tampa are good, as good. I don't think Tampa's going to make the playoffs. I think this is where it all falls apart. I think Pittsburgh's a little bit on the downswing trend. They should rebuild. They're not going to make the playoffs. But bottom of the league, like they could be bad enough to win the lottery, even though they don't finish bottom, they could still win the lottery and get McKenna, which kind of feels how they got Crosby-ish, you know, it kind of does. But honestly, though, I like the Flyers. I like the Flyers to be competitive. I'm not saying a playoff team, but I like them to be closer to the line. I like Tocchet. I think Tocchett's a good coach. 5 minutes of stoppage time. I think he'll work well with Michkov. I think the Flyers have something. I don't know exactly what, but I think they have something. Yeah, no review tonight. Even if there's a 1-0 win, no review tonight. No, I'll be back for the Canada game. You know, I think Tocchett's a solid coach, especially for Philly. I don't know if he fit Vancouver, but I think he fits Philly more. I think Tocchet is more of a coach to help a team build. He's not really a leading, like he's not a good team coach. Like he should not have been. He was not the right guy for what the Canucks wanted last year. He is the right guy for what the Flyers need. So, and what they have. I think they can compete. I think they can compete, the Philadelphia Flyers. I think they can compete. Playoffs, probably not, but stay close to the line, yes. And if you stay close to the line, I don't think you can win the draft lottery unless they totally just chaos. Yeah, I would agree with that. Like, I think they're going to be to the point where they can't get up to first, even if they won a lottery. So, like, what, 11th to 15th or 11th to 16th in that area? That's where I think the Flyers will be. Like, if they won the lottery, the best they could do is, like, third, you know? That ain't going to get you Gavin McKenna. So, no. I think they're going to be solid. I really do. Chicago's going to be in that similar bracket. In my opinion, they're going to be in that similar bracket at the very least with Philly. And San Jose. And honestly, San Jose, like, you know what? I'll drink the San Jose Kool-Aid. I will. I think San Jose is going to have a very big bounce up the standings this year. They have a talented young team. They play good hockey. San Jose is going, not a playoff team, but they're going to make people take notice of them. I really believe that, in my opinion. I like what San Jose could be, or the potential of that team. I like their potential. I don't think San Jose is going to be near the bottom of the league at all this year, or at least like dead bottom. I don't think so. 93rd minute, I don't think so. Anaheim, they'll be close. They'll be in that group of like fighting for a wild card or just bad enough to miss the playoffs, but good enough not to win the lottery and pick first. Like Anaheim's going to be around that group at the very least. Tampa is going to be in that group. Boston. Oh, no, actually. Tampa could be on the line between. Oh, my God, if Tampa wins the lottery. No. If Tampa wins the lottery, no. No. I could not do that. No. I'd be pissed. Man, if Tampa won the lottery, that'd be hell. Hell. '94th minute, 1 minute to go. Yeah, no review tonight. Yes, it was awesome. Goal OMG. Costa Rica playing forward. That's still playing over the top. Header. Costa Rica playing forward. Stolen by Honduras. Out for a throw. Kept alive. Out for a Honduran throw. He's trolling. He's trolling. He's trolling. He was trolling. Yeah, I can see that. But I don't think they're going to fall apart for Anze Kopitar last season. I don't. And it's full time. No, it's 0-0. 0-0 esta noche. 0-0 on the night. 0-0 esta noche. Draw. And I want 2 hours of my life back. With that being said, if you like this stream, like it, share, subscribe. You know what it is. Tell your friends. Hit that like button. Hit that subscribe button. Hit that bell notification once subscribed. Send some chats on the live streams. Put this in playlist, share friend, family, all that great stuff. I'll see you within the hour for... Well, no, I'm not. No review. My bad. I will see you tomorrow night for Canada versus Australia. Live RSR. 6:30 p.m. Central, 7:30 Eastern. I'll be watching on a third-party stream because Fox Sports is dumb. Honestly, I don't blame you. So, I'll see you tomorrow. No double because the Blue Jays took care of that, but we'll have the Canada game tomorrow. Hopefully that's better than this. And I might, you know what? I'm leaning towards, yes, I will go live for Argentina versus Mexico, the U20 World Cup on Saturday. So at least I could have a review to pay back for this. Haiti leading the group. Yep. 5 points. But you know what? Yeah, I will. I'll make my streams for Saturday on Friday night after the Canada game. But yeah, I will. Actually, I will. Saturday, we're doing Mexico-Argentina quarterfinal. U20 World Cup live RSR. I feel like I got to pay you back for this one, not doing the review. So, yes, I'll be here Saturday as well because there's nothing else going on. So, yeah, we'll do Argentina-Mexico. We got to watch Gilberto Mora just cook Argentina. Works for me. With that being said, I'll see you tomorrow, and that'll be the payback on Saturday. But I'll see you tomorrow for Canada. I'm running. I'm out. Peace.